Millions have watched his films, admired his quiet strength, and trusted the stories he chose to tell. But behind the calm, grounded presence of Kevin Costner, there are conversations that rarely reach the public. And now, at 68, one name has surfaced in those reflections: Rob Reiner. Not as controversy, but as something far more revealing. Because sometimes, the most important stories aren't the loudest ones. Long before the fame, Kevin Costner's journey was anything but certain. Born in California, he didn't grow up surrounded by Hollywood connections. His early years were marked by ordinary struggles, finding direction, chasing purpose, and questioning whether acting was even a realistic path. He worked odd jobs, faced rejection after rejection, and spent years waiting for a moment that might never come. At the same time, Rob Reiner was growing up in a world deeply connected to entertainment. The son of legendary filmmaker Carl Reiner, he experienced storytelling from the inside out. But even with that background, his rise wasn't automatic. He carved his own path, first as an actor, then as a director, building a reputation for emotional, character-driven storytelling. Then came the breakthrough years that defined them both. For Costner, films like Dances with Wolves and The Untouchables transformed him into one of Hollywood's most respected leading men. His performances carried a quiet intensity, controlled, measured, deeply human. Audiences connected with his restraint. He didn't need to overstate emotion, he let it breathe. Reiner, on the other hand, became known for directing films that lived in dialogue and connection. Projects like When Harry Met Sally and A Few Good Men showcased his ability to draw powerful performances from actors through collaboration and emotional openness. But behind the success, there was a deeper contrast. According to those familiar with the industry, actors like Costner and directors like Reiner represent two different philosophies of storytelling. Costner's approach has often been described as internal, focused on subtlety, control, and presence. Reiner's style, by contrast, invites exploration, encouraging actors to expand, to express, to push moments further. Many believe that when these creative approaches intersect, even indirectly, there's an unspoken tension. Not conflict, but difference. A quiet push and pull between vision and performance. Those who worked in similar circles have recalled moments where decisions about tone, pacing, or emotional delivery became points of discussion. Scenes might evolve in unexpected ways. Interpretations might shift. And while these moments rarely became public, they shaped the final product in ways audiences would never fully see. One key moment often referenced in industry conversations is the broader shift in Hollywood during the late 80s and 90s. As filmmaking evolved, so did expectations. Directors sought deeper emotional transparency, while actors like Costner maintained a commitment to grounded realism. It wasn't about right or wrong, it was about perspective. Another turning point came as both men gained greater creative control. Costner stepped into directing, shaping stories on his own terms. Reiner continued refining his voice, balancing structure with emotional depth. Their paths didn't collide, but they reflected each other in surprising ways. And over time, that contrast became something else entirely. In later reflections, Costner has spoken not with criticism, but with understanding. Many believe his references to filmmakers like Reiner aren't about disagreement, they're about respect. About recognizing that storytelling thrives on differences, not sameness. Because in Hollywood, no two visions are ever identical. As the years passed, both men built legacies that continue to influence the industry. Costner became known for his independence, his willingness to take risks, and his commitment to authenticity. Reiner remained a symbol of collaboration, of dialogue-driven storytelling that connects on a human level. Looking back now, the truth Costner speaks of isn't hidden drama. It's something quieter. It's the realization that great storytelling doesn't come from a single approach. It comes from the tension between ideas, from the balance between control and expression. Today, their stories stand as parallel journeys, different paths leading to the same destination, impact. Because sometimes, the people who see the world differently aren't obstacles. They're reflections. And in that reflection we find something deeper, not just about Hollywood, but about creativity itself. If this story gave you a new perspective, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more cinematic documentaries uncovering the untold stories behind Hollywood's most iconic names.